Ja tervetuloa takaisin taas.
Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
No niin.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
Helvetin heilutus tuo takas.
Let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
Rakastaa vettä yhtäkkiä. Just tämmönen otas nopeasti. Hetkinen, mennään tosta. Aha. Ja meidän täytyy niinku mennä Ryan's home. Mikäköhän tuo kukkaa? Eli ei kyllä se näyttää tonne, mutta tietenkin tää on tietenkin se, että
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar. It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade away, and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
So, Emily, tell me, is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. Now, that's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
Zach, there he is, the monarch, in all his glory. Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
turpa kiinni. Hullu kuski. Eihän siinä ollut kuski. Katsotaas. Eikä tuo kukka tossa. Katsotaan missä se nyt oikein on se. Okei, se on ihan oikeaan suuntaan on kyllä menossa. Vilku päällä, niin kaikki väistää. Sieltä pois! Katsotaan nyt, mikä tää kukka on. What is this fucking cock? I mean kukka. Yrittäkääs uno momento. Se on nyt 9 asti, kumminkin kello on vasta 10.
If you're wandering off, then we'll go on ahead. We don't have time to mess around.
Okay, I'll meet up with you later.
Agent York, the hospital closes at 2100. Please make it inside before then.
Okay. Tosiaan, mikäs tämä on? Kukka.
This flower. There's something very mesmerizing about it. I wonder what it's called. I'll take one with me and ask someone later.
No. Okei. Ei oo vaan matoa, niin voi mennä kalaan, mutta... Mennään sit sinne sairaalaan ensin ja... Katsellaan sitten mikä meininki. Täällä on hirveästi muutakin tätä. Se onko täällä ajelee valot pimeällä. Vettä tulee kun Esterin perseestä.
Speaking of 80s movies, one jewel in the rough springs to mind. Deadly Spawn. Do you remember that one, Zach?
Back in '83, directed by Douglas McCown. Right, it was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good. The monster design with the mouth crammed full of teeth, I loved it. So many delicious B-movie cliches. Did you know that they made a sequel?
Oh, Zach, we're here. Let's continue our chat.
Maybe.
Agent Morgan, have you no respect for rules and protocol?
What?
We were waiting for you, and now you try to go in by yourself.
Oh, George. I didn't see you in the parking lot, so I thought I'd wait inside.
Just watch it from now on. I don't like inconsiderate people who think that they're above the rules. And I'm sure I've made this point clear by now.
Calm down, George. He probably just got lost on his way here and rushed in. Right, Agent York?
Maybe.
Let's go inside then.
Se on vähän miettimässä, että mitäs tapahtuu, jos lähden minne tuulet vie, vai mitä se meni.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hei, Berkeley Fiona.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
Niinhän ne tekee.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
Liar's House. En tunne.
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But
Fiona, don't say that.
Eli
sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
otettu Twin Peaksia.
Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain. It's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
Sellaista. Nyt lähdetään harhaille sairaalaan. Mikä tuli se on ulko-ovi. Yeah, I didn't know that. What the hell is this? Mäkin voin nukkua. Mitäs siellä oli? Sänky vaan. Menee vaan nukkumaan tuonne sairaalasänkyyn. Hei, mitä helvettiä sä teet? Hullumies puukolla. Saata! No. Meneekö sairaaksi? Kato, siellä heilu tommonen. Ja se sairaala käydä nyt tsekkaamassa, mitä täällä on. Tuon takia juuri. Jaha, mitä täällä on? No. In the case. How the hell do you know that? Yes. Fuck. Let me find a card. Okay. Ja nyt taas täällä. Okei, ovi lukoo. Täytyy tosiaan nyt vähän katsella, jos täältä löytyisi vaikka joku. Käydään vähän tätä sairaalaa vielä läpi, että jos täältä löytyisi jotain. Vaikka esimerkiksi se keycard. Yrjö. Yrjö. Blah. Oho, katsotaas. Toi on vissiin se huone, minne pitää mennä. Ja niin. Ei mennä ihan vielä sinne, katsellaan vähän ympärille ensin. Ovet lukossa. Looks like the room is in use. Not process. Siinä pitäisi olla sit se, että mennään tekemään noita yrjö. Mä tiedän. What's going on? That's okay. Figure. Käydään varmaan sitten. Täällä ei oo sit tätä. Täällä ei ilmeisesti ollut mitään muuta, sitten ellei tänne sitten pääse. Ei, tää on se, mistä mä tulin. Mennään sitten, katsotaan. Please do not enter. Towards. Reason to go there. It's unlikely they have that many options. Bigger. Mä kävin täällä, tää on se sama alue, eikö se ookin? Pääseekö tästä takeista kartan tästä? Hetkinen, mä kävin niinku tuolla vissiin ensin. Mä kävin vissiin. Eiks mä? Joo, täällä mä kävin. Kyllä. Käydään nyt siellä, kun ei tällä lähtöistä mitään muuta voi tehdä vielä. Hyvät herrat, operaatio Deadly Premonition is go. Ovi auki.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Maybe. Queen. Eli onkaan se niinku... Eiks tää on niinku Queen? Queen, Bishop, Soldieri, Rukki, Knight, King. Onko se King, Rook, Bishop, Knight, Pawn, Queen. Jaa.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
Ei kun se on siellä.
Wait, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Maybe.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple.
Niinpä.
Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Ussah perke. Ussahin perke. Saakelin ussah. Let's go. Tässä on kyyks. Mielipuoli veitsimies. Jumalau. Ja jumalauta. No, asekädet juoksee jumalauta. Tämä on ryöstö. Mitä helvettiä. Sairaala. Mitä te ootte sairaalasta ryöstää? Niinpä. 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 No niin. Mä pääsin, tonne pitää mennä, mutta pitäisikö nopeasti tsekkaa se yksi huone. Ei se varmaan kyllä ollut mitään. Mennään vaan takaisin. Takaisin alasti. Niin sisään, jumalauta. Päästäkää sisään. FBI, open up. FBI, open up! Siitä voisi olla puhelimella. Pääseekö tonne vai? Huh. Anna, are you here? Bodies. I wouldn't open these unless I really need to. Ovi auki. Auki! Niin on varmaan Anna. I think. The white cloth. Tohtori! Nyt. Ovi auki. Jumalauta, tohtori. Tohtori! Siellä te olette. Minä näen teidät. No. Tohtori laittanut ovet lukkoon, että zombit hyökkää. Jos tapahtuukin zombihyökkäys yhtäkkiä. Jumalauta. Niin varmaan ihmettä. Tohtori perkele.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Hello, Usha Johnson. Doctor.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usher Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Probably.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
So no.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could
Shit.
handle the task.
Lukee vaan kaikki mitä pitää laittaa se järjestys.
Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
Mm-hmm. That's probably true.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place.
Mm-hmm.
Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on the right hand tell us she was gripping something round.
Huh.
Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation due to the marks on her neck, but after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Interesting.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Ooh.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards.
Ooh.
The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her.
That's
Her
brutal.
nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist.
Probably.
He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job. You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981.
Hieno leffa.
So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Really apparent, though he can't be that old. Looks like a trustworthy doctor. There's no wearing fake fingernails. Judging from the impressions, she was holding something. Okay. It was removed around 6 hours after. The object was circular. Like a page. Okay. This is lying on the table. Ooh, kunnon toenails. Beautiful blonde hair, stunning in death. Jason evaporated liquid around. Vitsi kun tää heiluu tää ja... I've cried before she was murdered. Tongue has been removed. Look at the edge of the stump. Uff. Maistuu tommonen kyllä.
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining. But you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator
Oh.
bit off Anna's tongue.
Oof.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
This case just getting weirder and weirder.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
Vähän enemmänkin ollut.
There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here.
Röksy huulee.
Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
Jumalauta.
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
Silleen, mitä helvettiä. Rusty Pipe. Ruosteinen. Alkaa soimaan CMX:n ruoste. Taas tapahtuu. Lonkeroida. Tentacles.
Zack, they're here.
It's happening again. Jees. Voisin kyllä uskoa, että tähän voitaisiin jättää tämä jakso. Ja ensi kerralla taas jatketaan. Se on sitten taas siihen asti. Morjens!